Hi, this is Sherry Peel Jackson. I want to talk to you a little bit more about why poor people are angry. About 10 days ago, I wrote a long article in my blog at www.sherrypeeljackson.org about why poor people are angry. I had a terrible experience at a Kroger. And for those of you that aren't in the Southeast, Kroger is one of the main grocery stores here in the Atlanta area and around the Southeast. Now, I talked about the fact that when I got out of prison and after the divorce, I wanted to make sure that I could take care of my own mortgage without any help. So I bought a house in a lower income neighborhood. Now, that was a great decision. It was a foreclosure house. I got a lot of bang for my buck, but there was a trade off for that. I realized that the service in this area and the businesses is not great. As a matter of fact, it's almost terrible. So, a couple of weeks ago, I went to the grocery store, 9:30 in the morning. I wanted some fruit. I like fruit. I got some peaches, got a few more things. And when it was time for me to get in line, now it's 9:30 in the morning, they had one cashier and about 13 people in line. Just a whole bunch of people. And I'm thinking, why is there one cashier? I had seen this before, but I was in a little bit of a hurry and wanted to get out of there. And I saw this other employee beckoning me to come over to the self checkout. I don't like self checkout for various reasons. The machines, a lot of times, are broke down. Some of them won't take cash when I have cash. Some of them won't take cards when I have card. But especially because of the fruit, because it's hard to ring up fruit. So she said, I'll help you. I'll help you. So she got over there, and without fail, the peaches rung up for $1.98 each, not $1.98 a pound. And I'm trying to get out of there, and she's not understanding what's going on, and she's going to call the supervisor. Meantime, I'm trying to check out. So she finally did something on her little computer to make the price go down. In the meantime, I needed some cash. So I asked for $20 cash. I don't know where the cash went. I'm not used to using those machines. So I got out of there after the supervisor came over and they were trying to figure out what happened. I got to my destination about 15 minutes later, and I was furious because I realized that I don't have $20. She didn't give me $20. Where's the $20? So I ran back to Kroger, and she was so nonchalant about it. Meanwhile, there were a whole bunch of people in that one line and a whole bunch of people, angry people, in the self-service, the self-checkout. So she said, oh, somebody must have taken the $20. Really, like, you were supposed to help me out. Anyway, I said, where's the manager? I had it. I let my Detroit come out. So I was gonna be real nice, but I was really furious. So the manager came over and I said, excuse me, sir, why is it that you only have one cashier? And all these people, because by then it was a little after 10 and there were a lot more people in the line. And so he kind of looked at me and said, well, it's just, and then I said, well, let me tell you before you answer, I go over into Vinings and Alpharetta and Peachtree Corners. For those of you that don't know the Atlanta area, those are the ritzy ditzy well off kind of areas. When I go over there, there's not a line. They have several cashiers. So I said, when I go over there, they don't have this problem. What's the deal? He says, well, it's about numbers. And I said, sir, surely they don't have more people over there than we do in the hood. He said, it's not about numbers as far as the people. It's about the numbers in the basket. So I had to let that sink in. So what basically he was saying is that the people over in the ritzy ditzy areas spend more money than the people over in the hood. So for instance, they have organic sections, huge organic sections over in the ritzy ditzy areas, and those people spend lots of money on organic food. So their Kroger's algorithm is what he said. Kroger's algorithm tells him how many cashiers he's supposed to have, because they spend more money and we buy less expensive stuff because we don't have any money. So that really kind of made me angry, started making me think, because in my profession, I have to do banking for other clients. I don't bank at BOA, but I've had to go in BOA, and this one particular BOA in the lower income area has one or two cashiers and a streaming line with at least 10 or 12 people at all times. And I've asked two of the people that are standing there at the front door welcoming you, well, do you all need some help? Do you all need to hire some cashiers? And I feel like saying, why don't you get your butt behind the counter, But I didn't say that. I was, oh, you can talk to corporate. Well, you know what, people? I'm going to start talking to corporate. As of now, I've already contacted Kroger corporate. I'll be contacting BOA corporate, and I'll be contacting Walmart corporate, because the Walmart in my neighborhood, I don't even go there, because it's totally ridiculous for you to have, how many people are coming, Statistics will tell you how many people are going to be in there and the times that they're going to be in there. Makes no sense whatsoever for 50 people to be in line and have one or two cashiers. I'm tired of this because it's taking our time. See, the other people in the Dixie areas, they get in and out of the store 15, 20 minutes. We're standing there 45 minutes and still fussing with broken down machines in the checkout, the self-checkout. This doesn't make any sense. So those that live in those kind of neighborhoods where the service is bad. Also, let me say this. There are a lot of African-American activists out there saying, well, we need to support our communities. We need to support our community. We take too much money out of the community. Well, there's an area right around here called Perimeter and Lenox and all that. People will leave this area and they'll go to Lenox and shop. And now I understand why. Because they get better service. Even the cashiers in my area, the especially the young kids, they have all kind of attitude. They don't like their jobs. Okay, I teach people how to start their own businesses. There are a lot of people that don't like their jobs. If you don't like your job, you need to man up right now, because you need the money. Don't just get all fussy with people and just be ugly about it. Man up, do your job, and take the time when you get home and turn off that electronic income reducer called the TV and those video games, and figure out how you're going to manage your own business if you don't want to work for somebody else. Don't take it out on the customer. It's ridiculous the way it's gotten around here. I went to one store where there were no cashiers. I had totally forgotten about this. And I went to the manager. I'm always going to the manager, y'all. I went to the manager and said, what's going on here? Oh, they didn't show up for work. People aren't showing up for work. This is not making sense, people. So this is an issue that's not going away. I'm gonna pursue this issue, because I'm not gonna be taken advantage of. That's disrespectful for you to make me stand in line 45 minutes when somebody else on the other side of town is standing in line with the same amount of groceries for 15 minutes. It's not gonna work. So I'm gonna leave it at that right now. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on how I deal with why are poor people angry. I don't want to be angry anymore. I want to be satisfied with the customer service that I have in my neighborhood, because I'm going to be here. I came over here. I could go and buy a $200,000 home. Who wants to do that and struggle? I want to make sure that I can take care of my own. I want to make sure that I can take care of all of my bills. I want to right now live like no one else, so that later I can live like no one else. And with that said, I will be in Tampa this weekend. I will be speaking on Sunday. I'm going to Tampa on other engagements, and I'm going to be speaking on Sunday in Tampa at the DoubleTree Suites by Hilton Hotel, Tampa, 3050 North Rocky Point Drive, West Tampa, 33607. There's a flyer on my blog site if you scroll way down. And again, my blog site is www.sherrypeeljackson.org. Go and check out the flyer if you're in the Tampa area, or if you know anybody in the Tampa, Orlando area, Sarasota area. Let them know. Come. Let's have a discussion on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it, because we are tired of being taken advantage of. They want your money, but they don't want to give you a service. Not happening anymore. This is Sherry Peel Jackson signing out.